What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. We just got done with a pretty nice ride on the new KX450. Once again, I'm sick as hell. Been sick all week, but won't stop me. Anyways, today we're gonna go over the oil change and some maintenance on this KX450. Real easy. So materials we're gonna need: needle nose, Allen keys if you have a skid plate like I do, a flathead screwdriver, probably a beer, oil drain pan, socket set, oil in the filter. Let's go ahead and get to it. All right, so step one. Step two, we have the Acerbis, I don't even know how the hell to say that, skid plate. So I gotta take this thing off because the hole underneath it is nowhere close to the drain bolt. So, and for me, that is a 5 mil. This thing is gonna be a pain in the butt. It took 2 people to get it on, just the way it's held on back in here. But anyway, next up are the two, I thought I lost one. The 2 rears, and those are conveniently a different size. Those are 4 mil. So we'll pop those out.
All right, so with the skid plate off, yeah, I don't know what the hole is in the skid plate because it's just nowhere close to where it needs to be, but this is our drain bolt.
On this bike, it's a 12 mil, so looking at that oil, it's not too dark. This is an early change on it. I'm just being considerate to the bike, so good background to look through it. And I did not open the drain plug on this, did I? Gives me a good look at the oil though. It looks really clean. That, well, it's looking good. That's gonna suck. I'm gonna wipe those down and reinstall the oil drain bolt now. And yeah, we'll do the filter next. So I did forget one thing. Since it is on its triangle right here, it is leaning one way. So it is a good idea. You know, I keep the bike in gear, watch the triangle, but with I took the drain bolt back out. It's a good idea to pick it up, and you can see some more dribble out. So kind of just rock the bike back and forth. All right, y'all, now we're on to the oil filter, which is this black cap right here with these 2 bolts. On my bike, they are 8 mil. So we'll take those out real quick. Caution, there is a spring inside of here with the filter, so be careful. There are 2 bolt sizes, as we see here. So on my bike, the long bolt is here and the short bolt is here. You'll find out pretty quick if you put them back in the wrong spots. This is the spring I was talking about. It will pop off of that if you try hard enough, so make sure not to lose that spring. And we're gonna do the same thing we did. We're gonna clean this up, and we're also going to tip the bike after we remove the filter to clear all that out. So this is where the needle nose are handy. I stick them in the middle of that oil filter and pull that Johnny up. Filter is out, it looks nice. We're gonna look inside here. Don't see anything to be concerned about. So we're gonna tip the bike, get all that out, and reinstall the oil filter. All right, y'all, here is our new oil filter. Make sure it looks the same as the old one. And if we'll notice on this, it says this side's towards engine, it has a grommet on it, and this side does not. So obviously it needs to go in there so it can filter the oil, and this side goes on the outside. So what I'm gonna do is grab some of the old oil, some old clean oil, maybe from in there, and I'm just gonna put it on this gasket here, and we're gonna put the cover back on, and pretty freaking simple. All right, so with that all done, nice and tight, do not over tighten those because that would be a disaster. Next is to add oil. This bike takes 1 quart, so this is our filler cap. It's really a stupid design in my opinion. I might buy a new one. The KTMs just have a fin where you can twist it, but we gotta put a flathead in there, open that up, and this bike takes exactly 1 quart of oil. So I didn't bring a funnel. We're gonna see how much a mess I can make. I'm using the Kawasaki Performance Oil 1040 full synthetic. So I got 1 quart here, and I'm gonna try and dump it in here without spilling all of it, because I forgot a freaking funnel. All right, y'all, so really don't use a tiny screwdriver like I did. Use something better. But next thing, right there is the sight glass. So it will not fill up unless you run the bike. So make sure you put the right amount of oil in. Next step I have for myself is we are at 6.5 hours. So we're gonna reset that one to 0. So let's see here. 7.6 is the total on the bike. That's my oil change. So make sure to reset your computer too. Next thing we are going to do is make sure it's in neutral. We're gonna start it and run it for about 10-15 seconds. Make sure the oil gets circulating, and then we're gonna check that sight glass. make sure you have the right amount of oil in here. So we are empty. We are going to So we let her run for a little bit, and it does take a little bit for it to get down into the sight glass. So in the meantime, I'm going to finagle the skid plate back on, and then we should be good to check our oil level, and she's a beauty, Clark. All right, also skid plate was not too bad, actually. Anyway, so here's the sight glass. The bike is at an angle right now, but without dropping her. Once I get her level, you can see the oil is in there. I can't really tell where exactly is level because I'm holding the bike up with my hands, and I'd say that's about level, but you want it right in the middle of that sight glass and at least visible, and we're good to go. So with the bike on the stand here, we can see oil level is perfectly right in the middle. So that's that for the oil change on the KX450. I'm gonna do the air filter next, but that's real easy. Stay tuned for more on the bike.